What's up, crypto people? If you're new here, I'm Kevin Crates. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, DOT, and ADA. Real quick, if you're new here, you might want to just scroll down to the timestamps and just click on the timestamp that says news, because I just want to talk to the people that have been watching this channel the last couple months. We're going to be taking this channel in a bit of a different direction, guys. All right, so first of all, I definitely apologize for taking the last few days off without really giving you guys any heads up or explanation up until really my tweet the other day where I talked about the fact that there's just so much going on in the NFT space right now. It really did need my full attention. And then second of all, we're taking this channel in a bit of a different direction. We're still going to look at charts every day, but we're not going to be looking at the charts to the same level of detail we have up until now. And the reason being, I don't feel it's the best use of time, and I also don't feel that's how I can provide the most value through this channel for you guys. I mean, this is a 24-hour market, and sometimes by the time I'm done filming, editing, uploading a chart, a lot has changed. And if what you're looking for is price targets, if what you're looking for is technical analysis with that level of detail, just follow me on Twitter. I mean, if you don't already follow me on Twitter, Kevin Crates _ on Twitter. That is the best place to get some technical analysis to that level with pictures and price targets. But this will allow me to provide more value on this channel for you guys. I'll be able to go over more than just 5 charts a day. I'll be able to talk about more than just 5 projects a day. I'll be able to put out tutorials on technical analysis for you guys. There's so much more I can do if I spend less time going over 5 charts a day to that level of detail. I want this channel to be crypto focused and not just limited to me talking about 5 charts a day robotically. So I hope you guys are okay with this. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about it, and I appreciate you guys listening to my TED Talks. The market has been looking unreal lately. I mean, in the few days I wasn't posting videos, everything has taken off. Bitcoin trading around 50,000. Ethereum, we talked about it on this channel, and I still feel this way. Ethereum is carrying this market. We'll look at that in the charts in a moment, but I still feel that Ethereum is carrying this market. And then jumping down to Solana, I mean, how much do we talk about Solana on this channel? As far as the pump went, back when it was around $70, $80, I kept saying that Solana is not done pumping, and I still don't feel the Solana pump is over. My price expectations for Solana are at least double from here. I mean, it should be trading around 150 in my opinion. The fact that Solana's market cap is still under Dogecoin is so ridiculous, and that goes for Polkadot as well. Polkadot, we talked about that a lot in this channel as well. Polkadot has parachains coming up. Polkadot has a lot of bullish things coming up, and Polkadot and Solana, in my opinion, are 2 of the most bullish plays out of the top 10. And I know a lot of you love XRP. I hold XRP myself and have been for a long time, but until that lawsuit is over, I really don't have much to say about XRP. But if that lawsuit ends in XRP's favor, I mean, there's extreme bullish potential there. BNB having a great month as well. Always bullish on BNB, but I am more bullish on PancakeSwap. If we come down here to PancakeSwap, Cake is around 32nd as far as market cap goes. I mean, Cake, in my opinion, should be much closer to the top 10. And once that NFT marketplace that they're releasing drops, I would not be surprised to see Cake start to double or triple in price. I mean, PancakeSwap is by far the best project on the Binance Smart Chain, and the amount of volume of transactions that PancakeSwap handles daily, I feel that PancakeSwap should be much closer to the top 10 cryptos. I wouldn't necessarily expect them to become a top 10 crypto, but they should definitely be a much higher rank than number 32. I mean, again, for those of you who are new here who might not know about the news, again, PancakeSwap is releasing an NFT marketplace. And if PancakeSwap releases an NFT marketplace, I really do feel that could be the most successful NFT marketplace on the Binance Smart Chain. So I personally hold a lot more Cake than I do BNB, and I'm much more bullish on the potential of Cake because as far as the market cap goes, I do feel that Cake has a lot more room to grow. But in that situation where Cake has that massive pump, BNB will definitely be benefiting from that, and we should see BNB pump in price with Cake. They generally do pump together. And since we're looking at the top 10 cryptos, we can't ignore Cardano. I mean, Cardano pressing new all-time highs around $3, trading around $2.96 right now. But Cardano, in my opinion, is a layup. I mean, I've been holding it for quite some time. I have no intention of selling Cardano anytime soon. With smart contracts right around the corner, Cardano is just getting started. And as far as the rest of the market goes, I mean, Chainlink finally coming back to life. That's great to see. So much bullish potential there. Terra Luna still hanging around that $33 range. Litecoin, I actually recently dumped the rest of my Litecoin. And it's not that I don't think Litecoin doesn't have bullish potential. I mean, Litecoin at the height of the pump back in around May was trading around $400. And if Bitcoin and Ethereum do really push back into a bullish state and we see a potential second phase of a bull market, I would not be surprised to see Litecoin push towards $400 or higher again. But I'm personally just much more bullish on projects like Polkadot, Solana, Cardano. I mean, if we come down here, Matic, we haven't even talked about Matic. Matic, I feel, has not even gotten started. I mean, I've been holding Matic for a long time, and I still have no intention of selling Matic anytime soon. And I really do feel that if this is the year where we see Ethereum start to outshine Bitcoin and potentially even take some control of the market, which I do feel it's currently doing, I feel we're going to see plays like Matic really pump hard, and that is why I'm very bullish on the potential of Matic still. And VeChain, I mean, we'll go into VeChain in a bit of more detail tomorrow. I mean, VeChain having a great pump up around 21% this week. I've been holding VeChain a long time as well. But another thing about VeChain a lot of people aren't talking about is VeChain's NFT market. There are some VeChain NFTs that are starting to gain a bit of popularity, and that doesn't just limit to VeChain. I'm seeing Tron. Tron is another project that everyone's just forgotten about. I hold a bit of Tron. I don't really have high expectations for Tron, but Tron doesn't really go up or down, so I just kind of hold it and I don't really ever think about it. But Tron does have an NFT market that's starting to grow. Tezos is another one we talked about down here. Tezos pumping recently, also is an NFT market that is starting to pop off. EOS is another one I'm keeping my eye on. I hold a bit of EOS. I hold a bit of Tezos. Both projects I wouldn't have the highest expectations for, but I am seeing some bullish momentum from them. At the end of the day, whenever these NFT projects start to pop off on these different blockchains, it really does drive a lot of volume to that blockchain, like we have seen from Solana recently. Let's just take a quick look at some of these charts. If we turn these notes on for Bitcoin's daily chart, Bitcoin's stochastic RSI on the daily, nice and low, but it's pretty high on the 4-hour chart. And for that reason, I'm expecting Bitcoin to potentially keep consolidating between 49,000 and 50,000. But the main thing I'm watching for Bitcoin is that 50-day smooth moving average, which is that pink line right there. And you can see here every single time Bitcoin's approached it, it finds a bounce and it continues this uptrend. Dipped a little bit below here, so we might have to keep an eye on it the next time it challenges it. But I don't feel that Bitcoin is carrying this pump. I feel it's Ethereum, and we saw that the other day when Ethereum went for liftoff. But we're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin for now and just talk about the fact that the main thing I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin is that it stays above that moving average. And for now, Bitcoin still looks great on the 4-hour, looks great on the daily, and there's still that potential breakout situation for Bitcoin on the daily chart. But if we compare Bitcoin's chart with Ethereum's chart, I mean, just even that daily chart before I turn the notes on, Ethereum looks extremely bullish. And we talked about this for quite a bit on this channel, that Ethereum is not even that far off from its all-time high. And that is a different scenario than where Bitcoin is trading. And as Ethereum approaches that all-time high, its market cap will raise, and that will raise the entire crypto space market cap. And that goes for Solana, that goes for Cardano, that goes for all of these plays that we see pumping lately, in my opinion, are taking a bit of the power away from Bitcoin. What I feel we're seeing across the market is almost like a bit of a tug of war between Bitcoin and Ethereum for dominance. Every time Bitcoin dips, it absolutely does dip the market as well as Ethereum with it. But if you take a look at Ethereum's 4-hour chart, Ethereum really doesn't want to dip hard. I mean, ever since EIP 1559 and the lead up to it, Ethereum's dips have been very minimal in comparison with Bitcoin, a much choppier ride on that 4-hour chart. And again, with Ethereum, I'm watching the same thing. I'm watching that moving average we talked about for Bitcoin. And if you see here, Ethereum didn't challenge it much longer than Bitcoin. You can see here, Ethereum kept its space. First challenge here, dipped a little bit below here, one more bounce here, and then lift off versus Bitcoin, just a choppy ride, huge drop in price there, first challenge there again, choppy ride, huge drop in price there, challenge again, and so on. I really do feel that it looks like and it feels like Ethereum is carrying the market. And again, this is not some random altcoin. This is Ethereum. This is smart contracts. This is the reason we have altcoins and blockchains that people refer to as the Ethereum killer. There is so much attention on Ethereum globally. I mean, Ethereum could change the economy. And for people to still be obsessing about what Bitcoin may have done back then and what Bitcoin might do again and how that might affect the market at this point just feels a bit short-sighted. Ethereum has so much potential, and either you believe in crypto and you believe in the entire crypto space, or you're just hyper-focused on Bitcoin. And at some point, the market has to become more than just Bitcoin. And again, don't get me wrong, if Bitcoin has some kind of massive pullback, we're going to see that across the market. But at some point, I do feel that Ethereum, and that could be now, and I feel that we are seeing that now, can start to play this tug of war and try to pull some of the power back, because I do feel Ethereum has a lot of power in the market that is separate from Bitcoin. And ever since EIP 1559, with the amount of Ethereum being burned every day, I really do feel Ethereum has that potential. I mean, Bitcoin is virtual gold, Ethereum is virtual oil. Ethereum at some point is going to start to shine, and I don't feel we've seen that yet. I really do feel this could be that year potentially that Ethereum really does outperform Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum's chart goes, after a move like this, I would expect some level of cool off. I mean, I'm expecting it to pull back down towards that conversion line around 3,600, but Ethereum really could keep going. I mean, there really is no way to know what exactly is going to happen here, but Bitcoin does look like it needs to cool off a bit. So I would expect Ethereum to do so as well. But Ethereum is starting to push towards that all-time high. And when it breaks that all-time high, I would not be surprised to see the rest of the market follow Ethereum. Let's take a quick look at Solana's chart. I mean, I don't have much to say about Solana today. You guys know I've always been very bullish on Solana, but let me just tell you this. My initial buys for Solana were back in the 20s, and I have been buying Solana the entire way up because my price expectations for Solana are much, much higher than this. When it comes to what Solana is, I mean, I feel they're basically building a new internet, and I know a lot of blockchains talk about that. Solana is the only one I feel that is actually doing it in a way that is fast, affordable, easy to access by the mainstream. Their Phantom wallet is so perfectly designed. It's not out on mobile yet, but what Solana has going for it, what Solana's utility is, the projects on Solana, Audius making a partnership with TikTok, the amount of things you can find on Solana that are so mainstream in terms of what their projects are focused on. Solana, and as far as the market cap goes, as far as the circulating supply, I am expecting Solana to continue to pump much higher than this. The amount of money behind Solana, the play to earn games coming out on Solana, the metaverse projects coming out on Solana. We're going to talk more about these in future videos, but I'm very bullish on Solana. I've been telling you guys that for quite some time, but again, I'm expecting Solana to just keep pumping much higher than this. Let's take a quick look at Polkadot. I want to keep this video short, so we're not going to go into too much detail about Polkadot as well as Cardano, but Polkadot, I'm expecting Polkadot to push back to its all-time high around $50 and continue up from there. Polkadot has parachains coming out. We're going to go into much more detail about that, maybe in tomorrow's video or the next day, but Polkadot is definitely not one to sleep on. I'm very bullish on Polkadot. I'm expecting Polkadot to go much higher than this, especially once the parachains start for Polkadot. Kusama is another one you can keep an eye on. Kusama is Polkadot's test network, and you can kind of get a feel for how Polkadot is going to move once things get moving as far as the parachains go for DOT. I mean, DOT, in my opinion, should be much higher than this. It definitely lags behind the market in recovery, but we're starting to see a lot of attention around Polkadot, and I'm expecting Polkadot to push back to its all-time highs as long as the market continues to pump. But if Ethereum continues to pump, I do feel we should see Polkadot continue to pump in price. And last but not least, Cardano. And again, I refer to Cardano as a layup. We don't really talk about Cardano a lot on this channel because with smart contracts around the corner, with the entire ADA ecosystem coming up, with all the Cardano that's staked, this is pretty much, in my opinion, a layup. I mean, how high it's going to go, we're going to have to wait and see. But once those smart contracts roll out, I do feel we're going to see a lot of big things for Cardano. And the fact that it's still trading just around $3, not a big shocker, but I feel Cardano in the next week or so, we should see a big pump. You can see here stochastic RSI nice and low on the daily. If we jump to that 4-hour chart, it's dipped down. It's got enough room to pump. I do feel we should see Cardano continue this uptrend. We may see it challenge that moving average. We talked about the same thing with Bitcoin. This might come up around here. Cardano might trade around 282 at the lowest. I would be surprised by that, but it is a possibility. But Cardano, as soon as those smart contracts come out, I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty much a no-brainer that Cardano is going to pump well above $3. And it's going to be interesting to see now that it's in price discovery where Cardano ends up. And as the entire Cardano ecosystem rolls out, that is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on because there's going to be a lot of potential projects, NFT plays, a lot in the ADA ecosystem. So as far as Cardano goes, I mean, over the next couple weeks, it's definitely one to keep an eye on. All right, crypto people, drop a like, drop a comment. I appreciate you guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, KevinCrates_ on Twitter, and I'm out.